If you're a person who's looking to upgrade their capture card or maybe even get a brand new capture card for your console or DSLR camera or whatever the use case you might have, I have the perfect solution for you for under $40, and it's this capture card right here. Let's talk about it. Let's get into the specs, and let me show you how great it is. How's it going, guys? I'm Brandon, and I'm here to improve the streaming experience not only for you, but also for your viewers. And in today's video, we are talking about the Basicolor 4K pass-through 1080p 60 frames per second capture card that goes over USB 3.0. And there's so many things that I can say about this capture card. And because of this, we're actually gonna break this video down into 3 different segments. One, we're gonna talk about the build quality as well as the technical specs of this capture card. 2, we're gonna break down the video quality and show you some examples of games that I captured using this capture card. And 3, we're gonna talk about use cases and my recommendations for this capture card. So let's get into it. First up, the technical specs. This capture card captures over USB 3.0 using a USB-C to USB-A cable, which is completely removable and interchangeable if you want to put your own USB-C cable into this. It does support 4K 60 Hz pass-through, and it also supports 1080p 60 frame per second capture. On this capture card, you will also find a live commentary headphone port as well as an audio monitoring port so that you can actually send your audio or listen to your audio directly from the capture card. The capture card is made of mostly an aluminum body, but it does have a little bit of plastic on the ends, which actually houses the indicator lights when the card is connected. You'll be able to see actually the data transfer and to know that it is powered on and working. Just for that I/O, as you can see on the capture card, you do have the HDMI in and out, as well as that headphone and microphone port so that you can be able to connect your microphone or headphones to directly monitor or input commentary onto this device. As mentioned before, there is a USB-C port on the end that you can put your own USB-C cable in to extend. The cable that they include is actually kind of short, and I'll go ahead and show it to you now. It's a little short. It's maybe like 3-4 inches. It's enough to get the job done, but if you have any length that you need to actually use this with, I'd recommend picking up a different USB-C cable. And that's it for the technical specs. Let's talk about the video quality, and let me go ahead and show you a couple of examples of games. Let's get into that. As you can tell from that gameplay, I was actually using an Xbox One X, so Destiny 2 was actually using 30 frames per second. However, Overwatch was operating at 60 frames per second. So you can see the difference in how well it's going to capture frames just in those 2 clips. And just a comment on that, make sure that when you're setting this device up that you actually go and under the device settings, scroll to the bottom and click for audio device, select the audio device that it comes up as. For mine, it installed with the Mirabox drivers. I'm not sure if that's going to be the same for you. I've actually used a Mirabox capture card before and reviewed it here on this channel. If you want to see that review, check that card up in the corner. So that's the driver it picked up. It might pick up USB video for you. Just make sure you choose the digital audio device for that to get your audio to come through. And third, let's talk about this capture card, my recommendations and use cases for your setup. First off, for under $40 to get this kind of quality as well as the 4K pass-through, it reminds me of some other capture cards that I've covered. So here's the current one from Basicolor, and here are the other 2 products that I've covered, the VMKLY as well as the Mirabox capture card. All 3 of these around the $40 price range and do 4K pass-through. And actually the VMKLY actually has the monitoring on it as well for headphone and microphone. Mirrorbox doesn't. So for the comparison between this and those devices, I think this is on par with them. I do think that the color science on this is probably around the same as the Mirrorbox and maybe a little under the VMKLY. However, if you can pick this up on a sale, which the company actually regularly drops the price on this and puts a kind of a coupon on this, if you can pick it up for less than 40, I would definitely recommend this, not only because of its size, its build quality, its shape, but also because it has that detachable USB-C cable, and I think that that's a really big thing. It reminds me more of the Elgato HD60S and how it works, the USB-C and stuff like that. However, just without the Elgato stuff. Use cases I could see this in is for beginners who are wanting to get into the capture card game, but also want to be able to use their TV to play their game. People using Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series. This is a great addition to your setup, and seeing as you actually have the monitoring as well as the headphones, this could be a really cheap capture card to start your dual PC setup without using NDI. If you're getting value out of this video, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button for me because it shares this video to other people so that they can see this content as well. And also consider subscribing because we are going to be reviewing a bunch of these capture cards and comparing them, these budget cards, to the Elgato suite, the budget suite, from the Cam Link to the HD60 Pro and the HD60S. So you don't want to miss that. I want to say thank you to Basicolor and to ARX Tech for sending this capture card out. I genuinely enjoyed it and I definitely recommend it to my audience. If you want to see more capture card reviews that I've done in the past, maybe the Mirrorbox or the other card, make sure you check the playlist right here. And if you want to see why I ended my Twitch affiliate contract, check this video out right here. I'm Brandon and welcome to the darkness. We'll catch you next time.